So from the time she was born, Giselle has been a vegan baby. I am a first-time mom, and so first time having a child and a vegan child at that. I was also vegan throughout the pregnancy. I cannot tell you how grateful I am that I was able to breastfeed her, and I still am breastfeeding her, and that I've had a good milk supply. That's been such a blessing because I didn't know what I was going to do if I couldn't, just because most formulas are whey protein. So there are some formulas out there that are soy based, but I didn't like the ingredients. I know you can call me picky or outlandish, whatever, but I didn't like the ingredients. I hated that the first ingredients were like corn syrup and things like that. At about 3 months old, Giselle started to cut her first teeth, the two little teeth on the bottom. So this is when I started to introduce food to her, just as a little soothing teething tool. She loved the cold apples, and so we would just cut those up and help her chew on them, and she could kind of hold them a little bit too. It was really cute. When 4 months rolled around, everyone started to tell me, you need to start feeding her cereal. But I didn't feel like she was ready for cereal. I kind of feel like that's a little outdated. Even my own doctor said, oh, really? She doesn't even need to eat food until she's 9 months old. That was his opinion. But I still kind of just let her play with food. Like here she's eating some bananas. Not really eating them, but just like chewing on them. So anything I was eating, I would just also let her play with it or stick it in her mouth and just have the experience, even though she wasn't actually eating or consuming it. At 5 and 6 months, she cut more teeth and just really wanted to chew on things even more. And eventually she started to maybe consume a little bit of the food, but it was more just for fun. I mean, all of her main calories were coming from her breast milk, totally. But look, I mean, like right here, she has a tomato top because I cut it off the tomato and she really wanted to hold it. So I let her hold it. It's not going to hurt her. And just let her feel it and chew on it and just have a new flavor in her mouth. Why not? When she hit the 6-month mark, then we decided we would try and feed her with a spoon, like for real this time. So we mashed up some avocado and banana and breast milk, and we tried to give it to her. She wasn't a huge fan. So we didn't force it. We've never really forced her to eat. We've just let her kind of lead the way. But she's always been really open and willing to try everything. And I'm always willing to let her try something. I never assume that she's going to hate something. But what's been fun for me is that, for me, food's such a big deal, and I love the health benefits of food. And so for her to be able to watch me, I always have her sit in the kitchen. She always watches me prepare food, every day. And whatever I'm making, like I said, I will let her look at it and touch it so that she can be a part of the experience and that she can always be involved with her food and have a good relationship with food. I know some people have a preference of whether you should give your baby veggies first or fruit. We actually just ended up just mixing up, it doesn't matter what it was, fruits, veggies. One day I was cutting up this pineapple and she leaned over and really wanted to have the top of this. I let her have it and she had a ball. She loved sucking the juice out of the top. Too funny though, it still cracks me up. I mean, when she started crawling, look, she's eating leaves right there. But, oh well, it is what it is. She will let us feed her with a spoon every now and then, but she mostly is just all about holding the food herself. That's how she's been from the beginning. I don't know if it's because she was, teething early on and I let her chew on stuff, but she has really just self-led her whole food experience. She's currently 10 and a half months old, and she is doing well. I mean, she's always been at the top of her growth chart and the weight chart, so she's doing well on my breast milk and the little bit of food she eats. I totally agree with the phrase that anything before 1 is just for fun. I truly believe that it's good to, if you can, to breastfeed babies until they're well over a year old, and I hope I will be able to keep doing that for her because she definitely gets more of her calories still from breast milk. At this point, I will let her decide when she wants to stop nursing and just keep introducing more foods into her life slowly until she's 2. Hi, Chi-Chi. You ready to share some?